We begin with a follow-up on a story we first brought you last night after residents at the Windsor Court apartments were forced to leave their homes. Tonight, one of those former residents is now homeless and struggling to find affordable housing. ABC 6 News reporter Rachel Mantos has been speaking with former residents today. And Rachel, apparently they weren't given much notice in order to find a new place.
That's right, Robin. While the new owners did follow the law and gave tenants written notice one full rental period before they were told to vacate, that 1 month is still not enough time for many to make other living arrangements.
This has been the most horrendous experience I've ever experienced in my life. I mean, in my life. I'm 59 years old.
Rodney Butler is a former tenant at Windsor Court. He never imagined he would become homeless. Butler was served a notice on July 31st to pay rent by the 5th of August or face eviction.
As soon as I read that paper, I said, oh, let me go pay my rent. I paid it on the 1st. About a week later, someone was telling me, did you read that paper good? We only have 30 days to live here.
What he didn't realize at the time, the notice also said he would be expected to vacate his apartment by the end of the month.
The new owners was insensitive to the people that's on a fixed income.
Butler's only form of income is the Social Security payments he receives. Being forced to move has brought up a lot of unexpected costs.
If you're on a fixed income, how can you rent a truck, move your things, and pay first and security deposit on a place? You can't.
Although the owners wanted everyone out by the 31st, they began renovations in the days before then, which residents say made it harder to move.
They tore up the parking lot, so we couldn't get no trucks in there. So we had to carry things all the way to the street just to move. We didn't have a place for our garbage. They took the dumpsters away.
I reached out to the building's owners, who provided a statement that said in part, "We are people who are working to improve properties that have become distressed and problematic for the city as well as the neighborhood." Both the new owners and former residents shared stories of vandalism, failure to keep the premises clean, and some tenants' lack of consideration for their neighbors, all during the 2 years before new management took over.
The washing machines were getting broke in and everything. That was horrible. People were living down in the basement, getting in the apartment building and urinating inside the dryers.
For the past week, Butler has been sleeping on a bench in Soldiers Memorial Field Park. But fortunately, on Wednesday, he found temporary shelter at the Dorothy Day House and was given leads on more permanent housing from the Department of Human Services. Some are worried that after renovations are completed, the rent at Windsor Court will go up, pricing out former residents. But the new owners say that the buildings they renovate are still affordable housing. Other buildings they own, such as the Parker or the Graham, have one-bedroom apartments available for rent between $825 and $875 a month. This is in the range that some people at Windsor Court were paying, but it's still higher than some others. Live in Rochester, Rachel Mantos, ABC 6 News.